How to encourage your child to study at home. Making your kids study at home could be little tedious for mothers, especially with young children who doesn't want to, or they find some kind of an X. So in this video, I will share with you 3 ways of making your child study at home, and you would see that they have transformed and are taking a lot of interest of studying by themselves at home. Welcome to Mom I Love, and I am Shubhoshri. I would request you to subscribe to my channel because Mom I Love is all about parenting, parent-child relationship, early childhood education, and a lot more that revolves around parenting. So I'm going to divide it into 3 ways. First of all, it is a subconscious practice. The second is a conscious practice, or which is, we can call it a practical practice, because we will be doing that while we make our kids study. And the third is rewards. So coming to the subconscious practice, we have to help our child imagine how it will be when they study. So we would do this practice as parents or caregivers. We will do this practice when our kids are not studying. For example, you are sitting with your child, you are just discussing some other thing with your child. So don't make it feel that you are, talking about studying or how it will be. Not like that. They should not, understand that we are going to talk about what are the good effects of studying. So when you are ideally sitting with your child and you are discussing some other thing under the sun, make it a point that you somehow connect that point with studying. Like if you do good in studies, or if you concentrate in your studies, then you would be able to get or achieve that target. So make it a very soft selling to your child and help them understand that what are the pros of studying and what are the cons if they don't study. So don't make it very hard and fast, just in a subconscious way, so that in their subconscious mind they could think about these points. Okay, if I study, these are the things that I could do, and this will happen if I don't study. So create a graph in their mind of studying versus not studying. Another subconscious practice would be to encourage them to take responsibility. You will be thinking how these two things will connect. Well, actually, when your child starts taking responsibility, they are being responsible of what they do, how they do it. So studying at home, that is also their responsibility to study and go prepared to school. So these are the few little things which will encourage your child to study even at home. So give him small and specific responsibilities which you can count upon. For example, you give him some responsibilities such as taking care of his books, putting away his toys, so that at the end of the day you can recall what are the responsibilities he has taken. So day by day, gradually, you can also include that you have done your homework all by yourself. That was a responsibility given to you and you have done it correctly. The third point and the last point we want to discuss under this subconscious practice is to stick to a routine. Repeatedly in my other videos, I have always said that routine makes a lot of difference. If you want a free routine template, I can give it to you. It will be linked in the description box. You can get it from there. So it is always better to stick to a routine. Create a routine which suits your child, which suits your lifestyle. Do not make too hard and fast rules to follow all these things, but keeping a routine and following at least 80% of it will make your day. Now we come to our second point, which is actual practice while your child studies. So first of all, create a timetable, as I have said. So the timetable I will provide you, that will have a day-to-day timetable, a monthly target or a goal timetable, and a yearly timetable as well. So you have to create a daily timetable, that what are the subjects you are going to study when. So this will also give you a clear idea that what books do they need, how do they prepare for their study session, and lots more. The second point is, if your child is too young, like even my daughter is in primary 2, so with her I make sure that whenever she is studying, I sit with her. But for some instances, for example, she is practicing her spellings, I would encourage her to do it all by herself. When I will tell her that you do this, after you learn the spellings, I will come and ask you and make you write as well. So there will be instances where you want to leave your child all upon themselves. But if your child is younger, or like they are still in second, third or fourth standard, make sure that you are sitting with your child. In that way, they have the concentration in their studies, and they also know that my mother or my father, they are watching what I'm doing, so I must not deviate from my studies. So this is one way of keeping their concentration and making them study. Your child also feel encouraged when you sit by them and you know everything, like what are the chapters they are going through in school, no matter how many tuitions they go to, but your attention will make a difference to your child. So the third point in this actual practice is, you have to take test of your child and you have to make them study. So you have to make a clear distinction between what is a practice and what is a test. So when they are practicing, you have to be with your child. Even if they can't do it, you have to explain to them at that point of the time when you see that they are doing it wrong or they cannot do it. So you are helping your child in every step wherever they need your help while they are practicing. And for a test, like you can take a weekly test or like bi-weekly test. When you are taking a test, make it very clear in their brain that during the test I'm not going to help you. You have to do all of your own. If something is there which you can't understand, I will make you understand later when you complete the paper. And also mark them on their performance. This is very important. Some will feel encouraged when they do very good. Some will feel discouraged, but that is important for them. Your child needs to understand that where they are standing, how they are performing. In that way, they will be able to do it well. So for example, if your child is scoring well in their test, that is very good. But if they are not, no need to be sad or no need to scold them. Just encourage them that, okay, these are the things we couldn't do, but we will practice and make sure that the next time you perform well in your test. When you scold your child for not performing well, their performance goes really down, even from that mark. So I hope as a parent or a caregiver, you don't want that and you want your child to perform and outperform, right? So for that, you have to be very positive towards your child. You have to understand that not every child has the same ability. So you have to work upon your child's ability and improve on the points they are not well. After this, we come to the fourth point, that is telling your expectation to your child. So you have to set small expectations, smaller goals which you would achieve along with your child, and you have to make your child understand that to achieve this goal, I am with you. So few goals could be, I want you to complete your homework by today. For example, if the next day are the weekends, then you have to tell your child that I want you to do your homework by Saturday, because Sunday it will be a all free day for you. So before you go to school on Monday, you have to complete it by Saturday night. So this way your child has a clear expectation that, okay, I have to complete my homework by this time. Then you can say, by 1 week time, we need to learn all the tables. So by this, your child has this in his brain that this is what the expectation is. This is what I have to do for this week. So he would try to find out time to do that, to complete it. You can also say, we have to learn these things. Like, for example, my daughter was learning clock. So I was telling her, in this 15 days time, we will learn the basics of clock, and we can do it no matter what. We will do it together. And she's so energized and pumped up that she made it a point that every time we are talking about clock, we are talking about time, and we are discussing how things will be. And she's also asking me questions around clock that, Mama, can you again tell me? I forgot. So these things she could tell me because I am receptive to her question. I can understand that she is just started to learn clock. So I don't expect so much from her. But still, in this 15 days time, she had managed to learn clock at her best, what she can do. So this is how you can share your goals and expectation, and you can achieve little expectations in like a week time, in a day time, or in a month time, or like that. So we have already talked about subconscious practice, actual practice, and now we will talk about rewards. I know many of you will disagree with me that how do we reward a child every day? Is it a give and take policy? No, it is not like that. I will divide rewards into two steps, that is praising, and the second is materialistic reward. So whenever your child is showing interest in studies, that I want to do my homework, I want to learn these things, or you find your child to sit with their books, always praise them by saying different words. Don't always use good. You can use excellent. You can say, you are doing a nice job. Wow, that's great. So try and think of different words so that they think that it's actual. They are praising me actually, not they are using the one repeated word every time for whatever I do. So you can use such kind of praising words for your child, which will encourage your child to study at home even more. And the last thing which comes to my mind is rewarding your child at some times, like not every time, but whenever you think of buying something to your child, you can just draw a relation between how good you have behaved, how good you have done your homeworks, how good you have been in your studies. This is the reward for you. This is just an example which I do occasionally. I hope this video has been helpful. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my channel, if you like my other videos, consider subscribing to my channel. If you have any other question, please write it in the comment section. I will be happy to help you. See you in my next video. Till then, bye-bye.